Welcome to the OCE Recap, where we take you on a journey down under and look back at the week. History would be made with the introduction of the first ever top 6 playoffs for Oceania, with Darksided and Tainted Minds having 2 lives. They'd be looking to charge ahead of the hopeful Jam Gaming and Retirement Home. Nerves were running at an all-time high, and we'd see some incredible series that truly showed what OCE is capable of. Opening the day would be a rematch of one of the closest face-offs of league play. Tainted Minds looking to repeat their performance against the hard-working Darksided roster, with finals on the line. Darksided brought the killer instinct with ruthless demos in the midfield, turning the game into one of control, and after a long overtime, Dumbo and Express to secure Game 1. They continued their run against the slow-starting Tainted Minds in Game 2, but Tainted fought back in Game 3 with a dominating 3-0 scoreline. It seemed like they'd wrest control of the match, but Game 4 went to another serious overtime, with Kami finally getting the solo goal victory. The next 2 games would be incredibly close, settled by just one devastating goal that could have sent either team to the lower bracket, and taking the series to Game 7. Consistency and hard work was key, and with all Darksided members in form, they were able to qualify for the finals with a 4-0 Game 7 victory. It would seem that the battle for the RLCS World Championship was just heating up, but with Tainted Minds having a second chance, we'd have to see if they could sneak in for the 4th seed spot.
The first elimination final of the day was upon us, as last week's rematch of Retirement Home vs Jam Gaming showcased one of the biggest rivalries in OCE Rocket League. Retirement Home picked up where they left off last week, as Game 1 saw shot after shot break through Jam Gaming's nervous defense. The youthful Jam Gaming were put on notice, as Retirement Home didn't hold back in this losers final, taking their first 3 matches and staring right down the barrel of a clean sweep. Jam Gaming wouldn't be going home empty-handed, however, as a hard-fought win in Game 4 denied Retirement Home the sweep. And then we witnessed one of the biggest single-game comebacks in Rocket League history. As Game 5 saw Retirement Home up 4-0 with just 1 minute left, the series was seemingly done and dusted. But Jam Gaming went bang, 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 bang. 4 goals in 30 seconds had Retirement Home supporters pulling their grey hairs out, as Jam Gaming took an overtime win and blew a hole right through the series. They took the next match and forced a best-of-1 decider for a potential RLCS spot. Retirement Home never looked in doubt in Game 7, however, as they took the series and denied Jam the reverse sweep. Jam Gaming's RLCS dreams were crushed, whilst Retirement Home had to face one more hurdle for a top 4 spot.
One team would climb into top 4 and one team would go home, as friendly rivals Tainted Minds and Retirement Home looked to dash each other's hopes. After 2 7-game series, nerves were already high, and it was immediately shown with an, interesting own goal redirect by Kami that would make Kranovi, the Mountain himself, proud. Despite this harrowing start, Tainted Minds turned Game 1 around with a late, beautiful passing play equaliser followed by a kickoff goal to ensure a narrow victory. Underdogs Retirement Home have that world famous Aussie grit though, and brought back Game 2, then followed it up in Game 3 overtime, proving their mettle by defending well and then snatching the victory. This experienced roster really took it to the returning World Championship team by winning the next game, again in overtime, to go 3-1 up in the series. Tainted Minds had to find a way, and with a record-breaking 35 shots across the series by CJCJ alone, it was only a matter of time before the stretched Retirement Home defense finally collapsed. Tainted Minds stole the victory in a Game 7 nail-biter. The games were each close, but in the end it was favourites Tainted Minds who secured their spot in the finals, and now need to face the Chiefs to return internationally. Retirement Home though, have retired a little bit too early.
The top 6 playoffs were over, and Darksided and Tainted Minds would breathe a sigh of relief as they've qualified for the finals. Retirement Home and Jam will go back to the drawing board for next season, knowing they were so close, and the shadows of Chiefs Esports Club and Legacy Esports loom over the road to RLCS. The big day comes this Sunday with a high-pressure double elimination bracket to determine which two teams will go international. Can Chiefs remain undefeated, or will someone finally bring them down? Thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for more OCE recaps.